This is Optimal Relationships Daily, How to Let Go of Anger When You've Been Hurt, by Irene Elias of selflovejunkie.com. Hello, everybody. Glad to have you here again on Optimal Relationships Daily. Today I am sharing a post again from Irene Elias that reflects upon how and why to move past feelings of anger and resentment. So let's hear about how you can nurture more positive behaviors and start optimizing your life. How to Let Go of Anger When You've Been Hurt, by Irene Elias of selflovejunkie.com. Holding on to anger and resentment can bring a lot of negative energies in our lives. It can also take a toll on our emotional well-being, mental health, and sense of peace. If you are on the conscious path, you may have made a resolution this year to be more forgiving and more positive. But it's no secret that forgiving is hard. Letting go of anger and resentment can often be easier said than done because we're human beings, and therefore we need all the help we can get. The best way to break free from this anger is to forgive those who hurt you, so that you can regain your peace. I know, crazy, right? Even though you may be justified in feeling resentment and anger, you're only punishing yourself by carrying toxic, low-vibe emotions that are interfering with your energy and health. Look at forgiveness this way. You agree with yourself that you are no longer willing to carry around pain in response to someone else's bad behavior. As a matter of fact, just recently I was upset with a couple of people, one who made a comment that hurt me, and the other person's bad behavior. Now, in hindsight, their behavior had nothing to do with me personally, and all about them and their insecurities. However, when we're triggered by others' behavior, it's easy to react because 1, we're human beings, and 2, we're wired to protect ourselves. I'm continuously practicing that I can't change how others act towards me, but I can change how I react to them. And it's conscious work to not let anyone be the reason your mood changes and have a bad day. But hello, with all due respect for those who like the concept, don't take anything personally because nothing is personal. From a spiritual standpoint, I understand where that idea is coming from, but like I said before, we're human beings living in a world where, to put it bluntly, people can just pee us off with their unnecessary remarks and bad behaviors. Why can't people just be kind? It sounds so easy, right? Well, not everyone is on the conscious path, and some don't even want to be. Okay, so let's talk about how we can let go of anger and resentment. The healthy way to let go of anger and resentment is to, step 1, not push down your triggers. Allow yourself to feel how you're currently feeling. It's only natural and healthy to express all kinds of emotions and feelings. Try to just be with this experience and not blame anyone, including yourself. Once you've given yourself permission to feel all of your feelings, you can then tell yourself that no one has the power to make you feel anything, and that you've decided to give back the words and actions to this person now, as they don't belong to you. Step 2. Do an inventory. Sort out what is your stuff and what is their stuff. Ask yourself if any of your triggers had to do with past childhood wounds. Did someone in the past have an impact on you? Parent, family member, past relationship, friends, school teacher, you? An event or situation? If so, acknowledge to yourself without shame that you are sensitive to these situations. Own what's yours. Take responsibility. Be gentle with yourself, and if need be, get some therapy and/or coaching. Step 3. Communicate. If possible, and if it's safe, and if you feel that you won't create a third world war, let the other person know how their behavior impacted you. You may feel hurt, embarrassed, disrespected, uncomfortable, humiliated, and you're worthy enough to communicate your feelings and to speak out. If you don't feel comfortable or it's not possible to open up to this person, then you can do this energetically with a visualization exercise below. You need to be really open to this, though. Step 4. Be open to release. Every relationship we encounter, friendship, romantic, relative, etc., our hearts get connected by an energetic cord, and we need to be cutting these cords. So let's do this visualization. Close your eyes, and in your mind's eye, on an energetic level, call upon the person you want to talk with. See them standing in front of you, and begin to tell them exactly how you feel. Get everything off your chest. Now, see this cord in your mind connecting the two of you. Then call upon Spirit to help you. See a big pair of golden scissors. Cut the cord or cords from your body now. By cutting the energetic cord, you'll feel the release of negative energy leave your body and allow you to move forward without the toxic weight of resentment and anger that is no longer serving you. Step 5. Just imagine with empathy. Visualize that this person has a 5-year-old child within them who is wounded and in need of desperate love. And know this, every person walking around is carrying their inner child, who has been wounded in some way and dealing with their own insecurities and fears. Once upon a time, they were a beautiful, sweet baby, but along the way, somewhere, something happened to them. When you find yourself in moments where you need to calm yourself ASAP, there is an exercise I learned years ago that has also been really helpful. Take each finger to your thumb while closing your eyes and say, "Peace begins with me." In doing these steps, owning what's yours, communicating your feelings, releasing negative energy, and learning to react with peace is providing yourself with a calming and optimistic environment for everyone around you. In conclusion, we can't successfully move on from resentment without bringing in guidance from a higher power because our personal love is filled with our hurts and wounds. We are spiritual beings on a human journey, and when we secretly pray for the people who hurt us, putting ego aside and inviting God's pure unconditional love into these situations, magic happens. These steps take practice, and you may need to do them more than once. However, with practice comes progress, not perfection. And with progress comes positive movement and grace. You've got this, sister. Love, Irene. You just listened to the post titled, "How to Let Go of Anger When You've Been Hurt" by Irene Elias of selflovejunkie.com. And I'll be back in just a sec with my commentary. Thanks so much to Irene for that article and the insight she shared. Particular thanks to her for providing practical tools and exercises for those in need, as such things are typically a lot more useful than simply theorizing, and we don't get as many of those recommendations on the show. So, a lot of value provided on behalf of Irene today. That brings us to the end of today's episode, though, dear friends. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you learned several new ways to bring more peace and calmness into your life. Tomorrow, we start our parenting portion for the week, so I will see you there, where your optimal life awaits.